Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608, and today I am playing Starmade. Let's see. And we are in dev build version 0.201.004. I don't think I read the dev version for last time, but that's irrelevant. It's too late, if I already complained in the comments. Anyway, I built me a weapons testing platform. It's a station. You might be thinking, why did you build a weapons testing station? Because this way I don't have to fool with recoil. Because Alright, I want you to notice two things when I press this button. First thing, I want you to notice how the station doesn't do the weird recoil thing. Second thing I'd like for you to notice is how quickly this cannon bolt is going. Hey, look at it. Record lightning speeds. Is it just kind of... So it looks like it's lobbing a fluorescent light bulb. Okay. Missiles are fine. There streaks off into the distance, and lasers seem not to be affected. But, for some reason in this build, cannon is like really slow. Alright, so my setup is I have 10 here, then I have 10 of each here, so I can quickly combine them. Let's see, today I would like to talk about armor, but before I talk about armor, I wanted to try something that someone asked, and I thought, oh, I need to try that, but I never did. Do hand weapons have recoil? No. It doesn't look like they do. Although I think they should. They should pack a little more punch and have a little recoil. Of course, if they're going to have that much recoil, they ought to pack an awful big punch. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's just me shooting the... Wait a minute. I wonder if they replaced all of them, because you don't usually get a white laser pistol. Anywho. I'm going to talk about armor. First, we need some armor, so let me grab a Ballistics Gel 2 armor. Because this one doesn't have shields. And I'm not here testing shields. F8, and this is the reason I put those shots are still, anyway, this is the reason I put thrusters on them, so I can move them around. Always think ahead. Anyway, let's slow this thing down. Line up to get shot by the world's slowest cannon. We could start a space circus. The world's slowest cannon. The world's greatest ship. Okay. Let's see, the slowest cannon in the universe. And that is all kitty wampus. Yeah, that should be better. I want it out of the ship. Yeah, that's better-ish. Alright, armor. Armor has been completely redesigned. I'm reading this straight off the last dev blog. This is white armor. Okay. I moved too far to the left. You move just a smidgen to the right. There we go. Anyway, armor, as you know it, is gone. The old armor rating values, reduced incoming damage, and armor HP have been taken out completely, replaced with a new system. System makes the armor and its thickness matter most at the point of impact and does not generalize the entire ship's armor. Okay, so apparently the old system said, oh, this is its armor rating and use that. This one looks like it's going to say, oh, here's the armor rating at the point of impact and use that. And wow, that is shiny and bright. Is the sun behind me? Yes, it is. Okay. Anyway, when the shot hits armor, the system will test how many blocks of fire are also armor. So, when I shoot this white beam at this white target and it moves at the speed of smell, we can actually this might be good for this. It's going to hit, and from what I understand, it's going to say, oh, there are this many blocks of armor. And okay. Apparently cannons just, yeah. This is a dip build, so... let's see, does cannon do anything? Oh, no. V to it. There we go. I'm not in build mode, so I probably should be in build mode. That appears to have done squat. Alright, does my missile line up? There we go. Alright, at the point of impact... Oh yeah, the rapid fire did do something. It's just the bright sun. This white armor, which I used for visibility to see things like that, is against me. Anyway, that 10 deep missile came and hit this point here. According to the dip log, when a shot hits armor, the system will test how many blocks of armor are in the line of fire. So it'll say, oh, this missile was going to hit this many, how many of these are armor? The armor value of these blocks is then summed up and compared with the damage. So okay, so it said missile, it was 10 modules of straight missile worth of damage. Stop blinking at me. And there were this many armor blocks. And this is done every time a shot encounters a new set of touching armor. So you can absolutely have inner and outer armor, or inner armor to protect your reactor. Okay, so it'll hit a wall of armor, a group of armor, and say, oh, this is armor. It'll reduce the shot by the amount of armor. I guess you can hit something empty, then hit another plate of armor and say, oh, this is a new thing of armor, and reduce it. Okay, so I guess you could have, like, baffled, that's not the right word, I don't think. But insulated armor shield, or armor, layers, I'm guessing that's what you can do. The shot is absolutely of inner armor, protect your reactor, okay. A projectile can have 3 states in total: stopped, normal, or over-penetrating. If damage is lower than the combined armor value, the shot is considered stopped by that armor. A stopped shot will only do damage to the first block. That means you will lose at most 1 block per shot, and if you have greater armor relative to the weapon that hit you. Okay, so in these 2 shots that I took, or 5 or 6, or how many were actually fired at this one, it looks like it calculated and said, oh, 10 units of straight missile module, that's not enough damage to... our armor is greater than that, so it'll only do damage to the block it hit. Okay. Damage is good, but not too good for what it is hitting. You get the normal shot, and acid damage will apply like you expected, or acid damage being the splash damage, or I guess the old explosive damage. A shot with overwhelming damage, however, will be considered over-penetrating against most armor plates. Acid damage will still apply, but it gets adjusted such a way that less damage will be spent in acid damage. So you're more likely to shoot straight through your targets with little damage. Okay, so it looks like this was stopping. Just enough to stop the shot. And so that was stopped. So it just did damage to the first block. So let's zoom these out. Well, about 20. Now when it hits, it's going to have fewer things to compare. Ah, looks like that was normal because it started doing acid damage. It hit this block and said, oh, the armor is less than whatever it is, so now it does acid damage. Where the first shot didn't do acid damage. I think that came later there. So let's see if we can't ramp this up to get some penetrating damage. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough oomph to fire this. Make sure that's my output so I don't shoot over the thing. That was a lot of damage, and this is the acid damage I was talking about. It hits, then spreads out. Now, when I shoot, it should do penetrating damage because this isn't offering any armor whatsoever, I don't think. Huh, okay. There we go, got the last one. I'm guessing the penetrating would be easier to see with cannon, except cannon isn't quite functioning for me this time. Also, look at the sort of a cone it shot inside. And pierce the armor, almost like a hollow point, if you will. Pierces, then expands on the inside. Of course, it's probably expanding the same throughout every shot, except the acid damage, the splash damage, acid damage, whatever it is, does less damage, or does the same, but relatively less damage to the increasing layers of standard of armor, it looks like. So it doesn't do an awful lot to the advanced. Choose away a little more of the standard, and choose a little more away of the hull, then choose a lot of the water. That you get splash damage all the way out here. Okay, so let's destroy DSTR, destroy entity, except entity doesn't start with an I. There we go. Let's load up another one of these, and let's shoot it. And I'm assuming these are going to change. I think I've explained this correctly, but I want to see. I don't know if this is over-penetrating or if it's just high damage. I'm guessing a missile will also cause more damage than a cannon for over-penetrating. Slow, no, stop. You're doing the opposite of stop. You're going. Come on. I need you to go. See if we can line up properly with the... No. I got overzealous again. Oh, let's see what beam. Let's see what beam does. Alright. That lined up nice and good. Oh, it's all kitty wampus again. That's probably close enough. And let's slash jump. There we go. And apparently I am now stuck on the floor. Come on, game. I'm gonna shoot this thing with this beam. It's the last thing I do. No. Don't want to highlight it. Fire. Fire. Shoot it. Oh, I'm guessing it calculates this as new every time. Let's see. Huh. Okay. I can't tell the difference there between if it was splash or what. Actually, I don't even know if beams do splash damage. Well, let's just ramp this up and see. Let's see, let's choose a new output so I don't have to move the thing. Watch it shoot over it. I don't know where that shot. Set as output. Huh. I'm wondering if that's, well, that looks like the same thickness, whether it was the... Huh, I don't know. I really want to do this test with cannon, and probably on an actual ship would probably be better. Anyway, this is the armor. I think I understand it. I don't know how much of it's actually implemented, though. It's a problem with the dip builds. I don't really know how much is actually there. I shoot it again. And went crooked. Alright, well that's me tinkering with armor. I've been JW608. This has been Starmade. I'll dig you cats later.